Hey there, Jason here, and welcome back to video number 2 of my 3-part video series of playing Tiny Epic Quest solo. In case you missed the first video, which I more or less go over the setup of the game and play through the first round, go ahead and click that card in the upper right-hand corner of your screen right now. Otherwise, we're going to play in this video rounds 2 and 3, and then in the final video, I will play rounds 4 and 5. However, I did want to make one glaring correction for you guys right now, in case many of you caught it and let me know about it. I became very aware of it too during the editing process that at the end of round 1, all my green meeples that should have gone back to the green kingdom, for some reason I put them in the yellow kingdom, and I didn't even realize I did that. So it shouldn't make that much of a difference gameplay wise, but I just want to let you know I am aware of it. My bad. But anyway, let's get back down to the table and dive right into round number 2.
All right, getting ready for round number 2. So one of the first things we have to do is take another token. Well, actually, before we even put this new goblin token out on the board, in the solo game, I can choose any of these 3 of the remaining 6 and turn them over to their aggressive side. So for the heck of it, I don't really think it matters too much. All this does is kind of slows you down. If you ever have to pass through those, you either have to stop, or I believe you have to stop and immediately, or if you want to pass through it, you take 1 damage. So I'm going to put those 3 right there. And now, because I have an empty portal right here, we'll go ahead and seed this with a new goblin. Number 2, we will go ahead and this rightmost quest card disappears from the game. These slide down and we reveal a new quest. And this one is Discover Lost Treasure, Complete the Shadow Temple. Well, that's too bad. I already went to the Shadow Temple. I'm not going to go ahead and do that one again. So, bummer. That one's kind of a loss to me. We reset the mushroom here. The mushroom restarts here at the first space. Put the dice out of the way. Go ahead and reshuffle our movement cards, and we will get ready for round number 2. And then I have to finally move the round token. I might as well go ahead and do that now while I'm thinking about. So we're about to start round number 2. And let's go ahead and reveal our movement. So we have by raft or by ship. Well, I don't really want to complete the ice one right now because I have to complete, in order for me to finish the ice temple, it kind of behooves me to get the desert temple first. This one here is to have 2 heroes in another player's castle area. You can do that to gain 1 power or a heart, but I don't know if I want to do that with 2 of them. That seems kind of rough. And unfortunately, like I said, completing the Shadow Temple. So unfortunately, we're not going to get a lot here. I really need to cycle through these. And so what do I want to do? Well, I think it's a good time to maybe start another temple. Or let's see. Well, we could start possibly. The next spell up our spell track is the level 3 spell, which looks kind of like the spider, which would be down here. Or I think this one, number 4, would be the dog. I don't want to jump too high up, but here is the dog or the rabbit, whatever you want to call it right there. We could try to do that one. But in order for me to move there, I have to move through here, and like I said, that's an aggressive one, so I might not want to do that. Well, I could try to go up, use the coast card, the ship card. Maybe we go here and get our first epic. Maybe we complete the fire temple and get the shield. So why don't we go ahead and do that? So by ship, go ahead and use the ship, and we will pretend we're going around the coast, and we're ending up here at the fire temple. Okay, here's our second one. By raft or by horse? I think we will go by horse, and we will move to this spider one. That's only one level up, so why don't we will move our token here, or our meeple, to the spider, and that will be using the horse. Next we have griffin or by raft. I kind of like getting this one here, and then maybe I could finish, maybe, just maybe, I can complete this temple here, which wouldn't be too bad either. Or do I want to fight another goblin? Decisions. Do I want to fight a goblin, or do I want to go to the desert temple? Why don't we fight, go ahead and fight another goblin? So normally, if you pass through one of these red aggressive ones, you would lose a damage, but I'm not passing through. I'm actually stopping right there, and we will go ahead and fight this guy. So we will go ahead and turn him over. And also, I need to flip this back over, which I should have done at the beginning of the round. But at this point now, we're going to go ahead. Well, that was the griffin. And then lastly, I could go by foot or by raft. Do I want to make any changes here? Do I want to move? I could. No, I'm not going to do anything at this point here. I'm going to stay where I am. So I'm going to forfeit my last move, and we're just going to go ahead and complete this. So let's go ahead and move these cards off to the side. And let's start the evening phase, or the night phase. All right. This first damage token we can ignore. We gained no power, but we did move up on the mushroom track at least one. We have 2 torches. That doesn't do me anything, but we do have a scroll, so we'll go ahead and move 1 up on the scroll on the temple track there. And continue. Okay, this is pretty good. This is not too shabby. So in order, I've got 2 power dice that will move me from 2 up to 4. I have a torch that does me nothing. A scroll will move me up 1 on the track here, and I have 1 power fist, which will move, have me hit this goblin down here. So that's not a bad turn. All right, we'll continue. Okay, well, this first damage we can ignore. However, the second damage we will have to go ahead and take. I will go ahead and take that damage. I'm not going to mitigate that. I do have a power. I'm going to go ahead and move my power from 4 up to 5. I have a mushroom, which will move us a little bit higher up on the mushroom track. And this torch does us nothing. So we will continue. Okay. We have 2 damage. First one can be ignored. The second one I have to get, but I will mitigate it. I will spend 2 power, so I will go from 5 down to 3 and mitigate that one. I will then gain 1 power, so that jumps right back up to 4. I have I have a mushroom here, which will move me 1 higher on the mushroom track, and I have another fist, which will have me punch. Wrong one. Will have me punch him once. So he's got looks like 4 more hit points left. Go ahead and continue. Oof, not good. Well, not bad, but not good. So, took 2 damage. First one can be ignored. The second one, do I want to? You know what? I think, unfortunately, I'm going to spend 2 power to mitigate that second one there. I will gain 1 power back, so from up to 2 to 3. And I gained 2 mushrooms, which moves me up into zone number 1. So the dice rolls are changed from here on out. I need to get some more fists, and although I'm going to learn this spell most likely, I would like to get some more scrolls. And that didn't help me at all. So unfortunately now, because I'm in this first zone, this first power I do not get. I get 2 mushrooms, which now puts me up into the third zone, or zone number 2, excuse me, but the third like little markation, and 2 torches that do me absolutely nothing. So at this point now, power, anytime I roll power, I don't get anything. That's really bad. And every time I roll a damage token, I have to take the damage for all of them. So that's not good. This got really hard. Oh boy. Okay. So damage token. I'm going to have to. Yeah, I'm going to take a damage from 4 down to 3. I do not gain any power. I do not get. There was no mushrooms. Torches don't do me a thing. I did get 1 fist, however, so that moves me, knocks that guy down. He has 2 more hit points. It's getting a little dicey here. We haven't rolled hardly any scrolls. This isn't good. Okay, well, no power whatsoever. This mushroom will go up on the track. I did get 3 fists, however. So with 3 fists, that knocks this guy out. 1, 2, he's dead, and there's 1 left over, so we take him off, and that would be considered victory there. I'm not getting any scrolls. I think I might stop. I don't want to take any more damage as it is, and I'm getting into dicey territory here. So we're going to go ahead and rest, and that will be the end of round number 2. So let's finish up. The thing about guys, when they stay on the temple during the night phase, any progress they make, they just stay there, so nothing will happen to him. He'll just camp out. This meeple, he will return back to our castle here. And when he returns back to the castle, he will learn that spell. Technically, if I would have gone up to 2, he could have learned that bunny spell after all, but we didn't end up there. So unfortunately, we only learned that spell there. This goes back. The mushroom gets reset. When he returns back to the castle, he will gain a power or a what do you call it? A health point. We will go ahead and take the health points. And because this guy did go ahead and learn a spell, our maximum power will also go up. It was at 5. It is now at 6. We defeated a goblin here. He will return back to the castle, and he will also gain 1 health or 1 power. I choose to take the health. And again, because he defeated a goblin, his maximum health will go from 7 now up to 8. And this guy will stay there. And that is pretty much the end of the round, other than we take this card out. This card leaves. We did not complete it, so that leaves the game. These slide down, and we reveal a new card. And this is for the Sun Temple, which I might want to go ahead and try the Sun Temple, or the Desert Temple here. It just dawned on me too, and I don't know. I have to go look back now and take a look. Did we start here this last turn? My meeples all should have returned back to the green castle, but somewhere in my head, I think we started here at the yellow castle. If so, that was a major faux pas, but I'm not going to go ahead and re-record that. I don't think it really changed a lot, but you know, it is what it is. So anyway, we're getting ready to get into round 3. Okay, we're about to start round number 3, so we'll go ahead and move the token down to here. Now, out of the goblins, another 3 of them, my choice, there's only 3 left out here, have to be set to their aggressive side, so we will go ahead and flip these remaining 3. And because I defeated the goblin down here, this is empty, so we have to put a new goblin out on that temple, or excuse me, that portal right there. Go ahead and flip our card from rest to active. We've already reset our mushroom token. Everything looks good here. Again, I want to finish this fire temple, but I'm now tempted to want to do that here. So we need to go ahead and start shuffling our cards here, our movement cards. I would like to get down to this mushroom grotto down here, because if I got one of them down to this grotto, I could advance one of the heroes on a temple track. That would be nice to do. However, I'm kind of being blocked in by these 3 guys, and if I pass through them, I have to take a damage, so I don't know if I want to do that. So we'll shuffle these up, and we'll go ahead and start. So we have the raft and the griffin. Well, diagonally doesn't. The griffin doesn't really give me a lot of choices. If I go here, I take a damage. If I go here, I take a damage. I could go up here and to that mushroom grotto. It says move another one of your heroes up to 3 map cards. I can move them orthogonally. However, I think, though, that still would block me. I don't know if I can get down here without taking damage. I could go move orthogonally, though, and go move to this temple. That might not be a bad thing. Maybe I will do that, because if I move vertical on the river, I'm blocked anyway, so I don't know if I want to use that. So why don't we go ahead and move this guy to the mushroom grotto, and when you do, you immediately do this. So we will move a hero 3 map cards. So we will go 1, 2, 3. We put him on the desert temple. That doesn't mean he's actually going to stay there. We just need to get him out of this area here. So that gets rid of our griffin card. And now we have by raft or by ship. Well, rafting now doesn't really help me too much. Well, the ship might, though. I could take the ship from this coast all the way around to here. Yeah, you know what? Why don't we do that? That's kind of a roundabout way. So we're going to move this guy all the way around the coast here to this mushroom grotto. And now it's advance 1 hero on a temple track. So we're just going to move this guy right up there, right there. And that will take care of our ship. So that's our 2 movements. We have 2 more movements left. I could now move either up the river or horizontal on a road. I don't think I want to, well, I can't move him. I don't think I want to move him horizontally or up and down the river. We might have to forego a spell in this turn. We might want to move this guy here. I could move him horizontally here. And if I do move him horizontally, Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to move him up to this castle here. Once he moves to that castle, I can gain. Well, that's not immediate though. I have to camp out there. I don't want to do that. I might want to take on another goblin. Well, let's see what happens here. So that was vertical on the river. And our last one is I could either go by foot or horizontal. To get one goblin that we're attacking, no, that doesn't help me. We could go back down to here. Well, you know what? I could go back down to here, and he will immediately finish the fire temple. But I don't score anything. Yeah, you know what? I'm tempted. I'm very tempted to move this guy back down here, and that would advance him on the temple track. That would complete that one. However, I think we're going to complete it anyway, possibly this turn. I might just want to go ahead and fight a goblin. And I could fight a goblin anywhere. I think we'll fight him here. I kind of want to clear this space out just in case we want to learn magic the next time. So why don't we use the by foot and go up here to attack the goblin. And that will be our day phase. Unfortunately, it didn't complete any of these quests, but we'll go ahead and start the night phase now, which is exploring. Or not exploring, but adventuring, if you will. Okay, in order, no damage dice. I did get a power, so that moves from 3 to 4. We got 1 mushroom, so that moves us to right there. We got a torch that does us nothing, but we did get 2 punches. So not only does that flip him over, but he takes 2 punches, 1 and 2. So he's got 3 health points left. We took no damage, which is nice. But again, no scrolls. Okay, well, kind of a good turn, I suppose. We got no damage, gained no power, didn't punch anyone. Torches don't do us anything. The 2 scrolls, however, these 2 scrolls will have us complete the fire temple. And once we complete the fire temple at the end of the turn, we get to equip the shield. Awesome. All right, pressing forward. Oops, and I dropped the dice again. Okay. Okay. This first damage can be ignored. We will gain a power, so that moves from 4 to 5. We have nothing to do with the torch. This scroll will have us finally start moving up the track there, and we were able to punch that goblin at least once. So he is punched in the face. He's got 2 health points left. Continue. Okay, so we've got 2 damage. The first one is ignored. The second one, do I want to take a damage or do I want to spend? Oh boy. I think I'll go ahead and take the damage. So that'll leave. No, you know what? I'm not going to take the damage. I'm going to use 2 power, so that'll bring me from 5 down to 3, and I'll go ahead and mitigate that one there. Next up is we have a mushroom, so that moves us up on the mushroom track. We did get a scroll, so that will move him up. And we've got another fist, so that turns this guy. He's got 1 more health point, and we will continue. Oh, awesome. Okay, this turned out pretty good for us. So we received 1 power, go up from 3 to 4. We received a mushroom that puts us up 1 more on the mushroom track, and we've got 3 scrolls. So that goes 1, 2. Why don't we go ahead and spend two more power to move us up to finish that temple there. And all I care about now is getting one more fist to finish off that goblin. And it looks like we might have done it. So we gain one power. So that moves us from 2 to 3. We got one mushroom. That moves us up into the next zone. Torch does nothing, and 2 fists will have us knock this guy out. He goes into our victory pile. So I am calling this round. I don't want to go anymore. We're at the end of these 2 tracks, so let's go ahead and resolve round number 3. So, Goblin, because I defeated him, he is going to go up on his maximum health points up from 8 to 9, and he will return to the castle, and I will have him gain 1 health back because of that. Explore the desert temple. He completed that, and that will allow not only the staff to go up down here on my board, but he will return back to the castle. And because I did this, I discovered the lost treasure, complete the desert temple. I get to equip the cane. Instead of moving normally, the equipped hero may always move by foot. So I will grab the cane from our item rack here and put that in my meeple. And because he went ahead and completed that and he returned, he will also gain a health or a power. I will have him gain a health to 7. And finally, this guy here, he completed the fire temple. And when he completed the fire temple, that pushes this epic shield to completed. And I can go ahead and put that on him. And now I only have to spend 1. The shield helps mitigate damage. So now instead of spending 2 power to block a damage, I only have to spend 1 power to block a damage. So there we go with him. And because he returned, he can also gain either a heart or a power. I think this time I will go ahead and take a power. We also have to refill this up here as soon as that was completed, which it was. And because it's the end of the round, this one goes away. This is now discarded from the game. These slide down here. And this one, by the way, was discover a lost treasure. This was completing the ice temple, which might be okay to do because I could get the staff then. And we're going to reveal another card, which is good because this is another meeple card here. Okay, go ahead and turn this back over. We reset the mushroom to there. Let's see, am I forgetting anything? Okay. We would normally turn 3 of these over, but there's only 2 that are on their passive side. So these 2 guys get flipped to their aggressive side. And because we defeated this goblin here, we go ahead and seed that. So there's always 7 goblins out on the board. And we are ready to move into round number 4.